Hey guys, today we're gonna start with growing potatoes in a sack. Just as simple as that. Here I already have two type of potato that's already growing. If you see a little notch on the potatoes, that's actually where potentially growth gonna come out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, a good 4 nodes that's coming out, little ones coming out from the side. This one, a definite 2 nodes going out. I'm just gonna cut this in half. So this will become 2 separate plants. I'm not saying that you cannot plant the whole potato like this. You can. I just like to separate them to create a bit more space between the roots, which will become actually potatoes that coming out from here. This one is a little bit tricky. Now you do not want to cut the potatoes too small. You have to think that this growth actually still taking in energy from the existing potato. So I'm just gonna carefully cut this one by itself at an angle. That should be good for one. And then, they're pretty fragile, but don't worry about the little ones. When you plant them in the ground, chances are the nodes that's still there is gonna shoot out new growth. So I'm gonna do the other one. Now we're gonna fill the sack, and the reason why it's called a sack growing is because we are literally going to use a gunny sack. This is a burlap sack. The composition that I'm gonna use is just simple, 2-1. So 2 parts manure, 1 part of soil. I'm not gonna mix a lot because with potato growing, what we're gonna do is actually, we're gonna fill out just the bottom part of the sack, about 3 to 4 inches. And then we're gonna place the potatoes starter on top of the soil, and then we're gonna bury it with the soil again with the mix until just barely the tip of them showing. And we're gonna fold the bag to make sure the sunlight hits the seedling. And as the seedling grows, producing leaves and whatnot, and when they're gonna grow about like yay much, then we can add more soil to cover it again, and just gonna leave the top, just a little bit of the top leaves to be exposed to the sun, and then it'll continue to grow, and then we're gonna add more soil and more soil and so on and so forth from each nodes of the seedling. So the nodes is basically where from the main stem the leaves comes out, so that area where the new roots gonna come out, and where the new roots come out, that's what becomes potato. So here we go. Okay, that's about right. It's about enough. All right, I'm gonna move to the sun area, and we're gonna water it over there. It's good that the top is dry actually. It just prevents fungus and prevents gnats that's gonna lay eggs in there. From the 2 inches down, if it's still moist and dark color like this, that's what we want. All right, so that's basically how we start the potatoes. As they grow, I'll continue documenting it and sharing with you guys.